Welcome back. My name's Mulligan and this is Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. We are deciding who we want to execute, quote unquote. And we are deciding for Team D, which was our original plan. And we are going with that. Ta-dum.
Your vote has been accepted.
Good job.
I was worried you weren't going to do it, Carlos.
You'll see, Akane. Just because we did what we said we would doesn't mean this will work. Hell, we don't even know if our note reached the other teams or not. And even if it did, there's no guarantee they did what we asked. Two possibilities will come out of this. The 3 members of D-Team will die. Or it's our heads on the chopping block.
What about...
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you. When you next wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision. As all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. Pleasant dreams.
Okay. Did it work? Is the question. No? Yes? So we have this flow. Number clear, 3 or 4. We could go for the other execution way. What is switch? Oh, right. This is a lot better to see. So we voted decision and we got decision vote D. So it seems we have to go to the other 2 and vote accordingly. Let's see how big this goes. So we send the message to Q team or to D team. No, Q team should vote for C team for D team, D for Q. So probably to Diana. So we are going with her next to see if we can get the message across. I don't know if we go to the Q team. Maybe the dog is not there because we were not here. Let's see. What is going on here? Execution D.
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
So, a moment when hate becomes calamity, huh?
I wonder what that means.
Beats me.
No
Maybe
clue.
it's not supposed to have a meaning.
Huh?
It's an anagram. You reorganize the letters into another sentence.
Why do you think it's an anagram?
I've seen something like this before. In another place. Anyway, where's Sigma?
Oh, they have a similar box.
What are you looking at?
A box.
What kind of box?
Well, I'm looking into it because I don't know.
Looks like something's written on it.
Force quit box.
That's interesting.
I see a keyboard on it too.
Use this keyboard to input a password and force something to stop. Is that what this means?
What does it stop?
Well, the obvious answer would be the game Zero is making us play.
Then we should try it. shouldn't have thought it would be that easy.
We need a hint.
Maybe it says something on the underside.
Nope. Won't budge.
Is it heavy?
Heavy doesn't even begin to cover it. I doubt it's made out of anything from Earth.
Well, you are getting up there, Sigma.
What do you say? My body still got it.
I'll just give it a try. You weren't lying.
See? I told you.
Oh yeah.
This is the map for Ward D, right?
Looks like it.
The similar rooms.
And we can go wherever we want, so long as it's within this ward?
Yes, that's what Zero said.
So going around, we have a prep room, another decontamination room. Okay. We have a healing room, which is different. Seems like psychological healing. Transporter room, whatever that means. And a manufacturing, which is creepy. And trash disposal, which isn't good either.
Alright.
Locker.
We've checked all the rooms from top to bottom, but...
You didn't find any exits?
Obviously. We are in a bomb shelter, after all. If there were several exits, it'd defeat the purpose it was built for.
So Zero told the truth.
Then opening the X door is the only way out. Mira! Eric! Can you hear me?
Carlos! Akane! Tenmyoji!
There's no point. We wouldn't hear a drunk toga party at full volume on the other side.
I think we need 6 passwords to get this door to open, right?
Yeah, that X-Pass thing.
For every one person who dies, 1 password will be revealed.
Is that true, though?
Sigma, why don't you try dying once?
I politely but firmly refrain.
What about you, Diana?
Hey! No.
Figured.
May I ask you guys something?
What's up?
Question time. So, killing one of your own guys is not the best idea, because there could always be games, in quotes, where one team has to fight another team, which means having more people could be good for you, could be bad. You never know. You never know how the games go. But let's see. So she was in a similar situation. Diana? Oh, I forgot. Was she in a similar? I can't remember. Let's just ask. These are stupid questions, but okay. Who is the Zero?
Who do you think Zero is? Do you guys know who Zero is?
No, I haven't the foggiest. But they called themselves Zero. At the very least, they know about what happened a year ago.
What are you...
There's one more thing for sure. Think about it. Why was Zero's speech to us pre-recorded? There's got to be a very big reason why things can't be in real time.
Wing?
There are 2 possibilities. They've already bit the bullet.
Nah.
Or...
Zero is among us.
Ta-da! Saw one. Which is interesting to see who Zero is. And it seems that the leader is someone who was not part of one of the earlier iteration, and the other 2 are part of a similar situation a year ago, which means that Q maybe is not someone who was in that situation, but the other two were in a similar situation. Which means that any of those 6 could be 0. Or maybe the 3 that came freshly new. Who knows? We will see. It takes probably a couple of hours until we see. It's the same with the riddle on the wall. Is it an anagram? I have no idea. The box. It could be even that the box is a suicide mechanism. You never know. It's a forced stop. So you are forcing, or forced quit, you are forcing yourself to quit the game. And that means suicide. Could be. We will see.
This may be somewhat rude of me to say, but the way you talk, Sigma, is, a little unusual.
Forgive him. The age of his mind and his body are completely different.
What?
Oh, he mentioned that back at Decon. That his consciousness had come back from the year
What?
2074.
That's correct. That's why I know what will happen in the future. I must have
Sure.
spent the past 5 days warning all of you. If nothing changes, mankind will be destroyed. Kane, Phi, and I infiltrated Decon to stop all that from happening.
Phi? Is this true?
Well, would you believe me if I said that it was?
Then why are all of us trapped in this strange place? If you know the future, then you could have prevented this.
We had no idea what events went down inside the Decon facility. Nor did we know anything about what's going to happen in this shelter.
Okay, so a big calamity hit the Earth. 6 billion people, or a lot of those people are dead for some reason, because they can't really feel anything, or most of the things. Probably they can't feel if they are hungry or if it hurts, so maybe they died because of that reason. And it seems that the decom facility is the reason why the calamity hit. So at least that is what it seems like at the moment. So will help come maybe in like a week?
Do you think someone will come help us?
Like who?
Maybe the decom experiment staff?
Sorry, but that's pretty unlikely. Remember? The staff stationed in Decom can't communicate with us right now. The simulation is attempting to stay true to an actual Mars mission.
It's at least 6 months between Earth and Mars. In that time period, Earth will have rotated halfway around the Sun. Which means...
By the time the spaceship reaches Mars, the Earth is behind it.
with the star in the way, we can't send a signal.
That's the lead-up. We've been doing experiments for the past 5 days.
Transmissions will re-establish on December 31st at 23:30, which leaves us with more than 10 hours.
There's no point in hoping for a rescue to come before then.
I'm pretty sure the decom staff won't notice any problems until that time.
You guys are like siblings. You're
Such
totally
a stupid
insane.
idea. The whole decom, we are not checking in. I mean, they can check in. You should not know that.
Why did this have to happen to me? I should have never listened to Rebecca.
Rebecca?
She's the head nurse at the hospital where I worked.
Oh, right. You did say you were a nurse.
I joined the decom experiment because Rebecca suggested it to me. She told me that they were searching for a nurse willing to participate. Well, to be honest, there is another reason why I decided to join.
Backstory. Nope, never mind. It's a dog. Gab.
Gab!
Why is Gab here?
I think he came through the vent.
See anything?
No, it's too dark.
You're up, Fi.
You want me to go in there? It's clearly impossible.
You sure?
I won't repeat myself. My boobs are D's.
Your pants are on fire.
It's true.
Seems to me they've gotten a full size larger than the last time you told me.
It's been 45 years. Growing is natural.
You were just sleeping.
Could I interrupt? What is this?
Is that a coaster?
Something's written on it. Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team and Q-Team for C-Team. And someone else wrote...
Q-Team, got it.
Ah.
I get it. By spreading out the votes, they're suggesting we make it a tie.
Looks like Q-Team agreed.
Seems so.
I guess Gab passed through Ward C to Ward Q and ended up here. It'll work! Now none of the teams will have to die.
I wonder about that.
What?
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
Damn, we don't have much time. We need to head over to the voting device.
Okay. Probably the same decision.
What exactly did you mean earlier, Fi?
I'm saying it could be a lie.
Do you mean that Q-Team is planning to betray us?
No, I doubt it. If that's what they intended, they didn't have to send Gab. They'd only have to decide to vote for D-Team.
Then you mean...
There's a chance that C-Team will betray us. Maybe they're saying they'll vote for D-Team, but actually vote for Q-Team.
Why would they do that?
To make us choose Q-Team. If you think it's a good idea to spread out the votes, then your choice is easy, right? I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
The deadline to vote is in 1 minute.
What should I do?
The fact that Gab showed up means that we can assume Q-Team's voting for C-Team. So we have no choice but to choose Q-Team. Otherwise...
Our single vote could cause the death of all of C-Team.
Come on, you can't kill them. So we are voting for Q-Team. It is interesting because I didn't play as Q-Team, which means that Gab is still finding the way. And that is interesting. Naturally, it could have been a ruse of Q-Team. That is interestingly not what they thought of. That Q-Team just said, hey, we got this message from C-Team, but they, wrote it themselves, plus wrote Q-Team got it. Which would mean that they could manipulate the vote of someone, and in that case, our team. But okay, we are going for Q-Team. We are trying to get everyone alive out. Somehow. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's go with the plan first. We will see.
Your vote has been accepted.
Well, that was a good choice.
Do you think it'll be okay?
So long as Gab's note was the truth.
All we could do was trust them.
I suppose.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the freezer. When you next wake, those who survive will be able to request the decision they made. As all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. pleasant dreams.
Interesting. So we are probably going back? Yeah. So we get a reward because we went ahead and followed what he told us. Which means that maybe in the later stages of the game, you can decide to not follow him. And maybe then you lose your memories, which could prevent some in-game things, maybe? We'll see how that goes, but Q-Team is the only one we didn't get. I will end this episode here because it seems every segment takes 20 minutes, which is a good time to stop. So next episode we will find out or vote for the plan with Q-Team and then find out what will happen. So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.